Howdy all, welcome to Lives. I think it's time we play a little Minecraft. Alright. So, I have been slowly, not slowly I guess, but I've been working on a few things today. I know I'm kind of in the middle of time-consuming projects here on that are going to take a bit to show any kind of. Who are we kidding? Every project I do on here is time-consuming project that takes a long time, if it even ever shows fruition. But I had to look up how to make jack-o'-lanterns today, and so I could not remember how it's done. But I did finally look it up, and you just use shears on your pumpkins. I don't like that system. I mean, it's it's not done in your inventory, and so you have to actually place the pumpkin, hit it with the shears, break it, and then you can turn it into a jack-o'-lantern. That's not a great system. It takes extra time. Um, but yeah, I started in on my pig farm today as well. I've been wanting to get more pigs in there, and I thought I could go ahead and do that. Unfortunately for these guys, you guys want to come out? You want to come out of there? There you go. Oh wait, don't do that. Don't do that. I forgot little piggies. Well, I didn't forget. I guess I don't know what I was thinking. I had decided that the little piggies would stay, and they didn't. Of course, they not only not only did the little piggies come out the back where I didn't want them to come out, but yeah, I don't know. It was weird. I don't know why I phrased that like it was going to be multiple parts to it. Um, I guess in my brain it was starting with not only did they slide into the half block high spot, but they also try to take off on me. So my plan is to build up my herd of pigs so that I can get a better supply of pork. And so I've been slowly doing that today. Like I said, I got out here and I went ahead and made a bunch of jack-o'-lanterns, like 50 something of them, I guess, and have placed them all over the hill. Which of course you gotta do in the dark to even be able to see where to place stuff. I gotta tell ya, placing jack-o'-lanterns to light up the place, good idea. Problem is it reduces the number of places that mobs can spawn, and so I kept getting these huge packs of mobs spawning right where I was working, and so like the front here had a couple of darker spots, and so I worked my way up top and around the back and around the side, and then when I came around this side, there was like 6 creepers, half a dozen skeletons, which is the same number, Spiders, zombies. It was terrible. In fact, this spot right here looks like it could use one too. Oh, look, I've got enough. Oh, yep, nope. Oh, that's already a carved lantern. I didn't realize this had carved lanterns left. Boop. What I don't have is torches. Boop. So I could use one there too. But of course, the idea is to get my. Oh no, because it's nighttime. Right, it's nighttime. I don't understand why the ground does not block sunlight at the moment, but it is causing my system here not to work. In the daytime, anyways. Because that should be pitch black, and it is not even close. I don't understand why it works out here, but it doesn't work in there. It's crazy. Like there are darker shadows out here than there are darker shadows in here where I have torches than there are inside the tunnel with no light. I don't get it. It's weird. Anyways, I also came out here and have been working on the crop farm. I decided to go ahead and put water down. I wasn't going to, but the wheat grows faster when it's hydrated, and it is super annoying to try and plant large amounts of wheat in a wheat field when the ground keeps drying up. so so yeah, I just finished putting down um, appropriately placed water blocks, and at least I hope they're appropriate placed. And so I have been, or I was in the process of uh, going ahead and just plowing the whole thing up. Oh yeah, yeah. There's so much more wheat grown here. It's a little difficult to do at night though, and so I was having issues with all the creatures that spawn out here now. Like, I mean, there's always been creatures that spawn out here, but the more light I get over next to me there, the worse it spawns over here. Especially since I've done so much caving underneath and I've blocked up all the caves. But I'm gonna go ahead and, well, I'm gonna go ahead and work on this till I break through these hose that I brought with me, because I don't think I brought enough hose to go ahead and do the next thing. I yeah, I was just thinking, man, everybody pretty much, there's still one other person here, but pretty much everybody went, oh no, I already used up 3 hose. Yep, maybe I should make a diamond hoe. I bet I can finish this with a diamond hoe. Everybody pretty much left for the weekend. They left Saturday at like 4 a.m. and we'll be back till Tuesday night or Wednesday morning or something. And unfortunately, the one person who stayed is, who are we kidding? They all make so much noise. Uh, I don't get it. I know I talk about it a lot, but I don't get it. Today is a prime example of what I don't understand. So I have been out of bed since about 1. I got woke up about 10 but I've been reading a book, so I didn't feel like getting out of bed. And so here I am, right? I stay up really late, like 4 or 5 a.m. And I don't know what to expect because the other person, he has no schedule, no job, nothing. Just a few chores that he's supposed to do around the house. And so it never fails. Anytime I think I'm gonna get to sleep in, somebody here just makes horrible amounts of noise. And this morning was no. I like I said, I've been up since 1 p.m. or I've been out of bed since 1 p.m. And I think he's come out of his chair maybe 3 times in the last 3 hours. But he was in and out of his chair at least 12 times between, whoops, between 10 uh, and when I got up. Like, why? Why? Also, why? Why you gotta keep calling here? Uh, I really hate political. They call here all the time. My brother-in-law loves to um, troll people, I guess, and which is super annoying. And so he also likes to talk to the political research people. And so when they call and he's in the mood, he will answer and talk to them. Problem is that means they call here all the time, uh, and like they'll call, and if he's in the mood to talk to him, he will get up from the dinner table and leave his dinner to get cold so he can go have a chat with the political research people who call. That's what that phone call was right there. They've been calling pretty heavily the last few days since it's getting closer to elections. You know, good old midterms coming up. Uh, but yeah, I feel exhausted at the moment, and I had hoped to be able to sleep till 1 today. Not, you know, I don't even actually ever sleep in. I call it sleeping in, but that just means I went to bed really late, and I expect to be able to sleep for 7 to 8 hours uninterrupted. That's what I call sleeping in. And it don't happen. It don't ever happen. And if he wasn't here, it'd be the stupid dog, because they don't take the dog ever. Um, and anyways, anyways, um, yeah, I asked him to unload the dishwasher yesterday. I cooked dinner, and there's a lot of dishes because they left dishes. They made this big dinner because we had relatives over on Friday. Because one of them, my aunt, went with them, and so her husband was here, and they cooked up a special meal for it, and so it's got all these. Wait. Shouldn't you? Oh, does it not travel, or did it? That was me falling down, maybe. Um, and so they put all these dishes out, uh, and all the cooking stuff, and it's all just laying there. And so I need the dishwasher emptied, which is the other guy's normal job, I guess, for his part of, since he doesn't cook or anything. And I asked him to do it yesterday, and he said all right, and it's still not done. And nobody acts like it's anything, and I'm like, I don't understand why he can't just empty the dishwasher. He only empties the dishwasher when it reaches the most inconvenient moment. And they're like, why would you say that? I'm like, because it's true. When's the dishwasher ready to be unloaded? Right? I mean, we start it before we all go to bed. So anytime during the day, anytime during the next day, the dishwasher is ready to be unloaded. When does he unload the dishwasher? When everybody's getting ready to get dinner. Not while it's being cooked, not before they start to get ready to cook it, but while we're standing at the counter trying to get food. That's the moment he picks almost every time. And so now today I'm going to have to be like, dude, I need this emptied. And it's going to be while I'm trying to be in the kitchen cooking dinner. Which annoys me to no end. Yes, I could unload the dishwasher. I could. But I don't feel like I should have to do everything all the time. They can't be bothered to empty the trash can. They can't be bothered to close doors. They can't be bothered to turn the lights off. They can't be bothered to empty the dishwasher. They can't be bothered to load the dishwasher. They can't wash dishes. They can't vacuum the floors. They can't mop. They can't pick up after themselves. They can't empty the washing machine or the dryer. And if you do it, then they throw a fit. What are you, a 5-year-old who takes out all my clothes and just puts them on top of the dryer? Like, look, dude, they were in there for like 14 hours. I didn't know if you wanted to run them one more time. But my wet bedding that I plan to put back on my bed later today needs to go in the dryer, and I can't wait for 3 days for you to decide you're ready to fold your clothes. So, yeah. Yeah. But no, they left. We've got crock pots with like I don't know what it is, ceramic centers. I have no idea what that stuff's called. The part where you put the food, anyways. And so they used 2 of those during the week, and my brother-in-law, who basically I think he works 1 day a week now, and the other 6 days of the week, he gets offended if he has to do anything. And so washing dishes is something he is supposed to do, but throws a fit about doing until his wife yells at him to do the dishes sometimes. And so oh man. I think this is I hate that. There was no creeper there when I came out here. I hate that. And now you've just ruined everything. Ruined. Shut up, zombie. Nobody cares. How are you guys even spawned down here? It's so bright. Great. Now I don't have any kind of... Is this what I was wearing? Come on. You guys do see these torches down here, right? How am I almost dead again? Holy crap, that guy just drained my life. What's going on? This is going to be annoying. Okay. Alright, chess piece. Get out of here. I love that you guys are coming from the brightest area I've ever seen. Okay, whatever's going on down here can just stop it. Oh, that's not my sword. Once again, there are torches over here. I don't think there should be 100 mobs spawned over here. This spot lost its torch. uh, come on. Yeah, I wasn't even sure if my game was gonna reload here because I stopped for a little bit, and when I told it to stop and save, it didn't do it, and it just crashed out on me. I was like, well, that probably just corrupted the save file, right? I wonder if like this worked. I think I'm gonna do this. That way I can raise that water up a little bit here. Make sure this all. Whoops! Don't cover the spot over, man. You need that. Okay. Water bucket. Let's try this again. Where is my nearly dead diamond hoe? I am also nearly dead. Yes. I know. Yesterday I tried to cook. Well, I did cook, but yesterday when I was cooking dinner, I don't know what was going on. And I think maybe I was trying to make hamburgers, and I was using the electric grill, which I like to cook hamburgers on, and I don't know if the power, like I blew a breaker. I can't tell if I did. I'm not sure that I did. I may have. I'm not sure. Um, I'm not sure how the power breaker blew, but I'm pretty sure that the grill is dead now. And now it's a grill that I purchased, and I noticed that somebody has dropped it and broken a huge corner of the top of the grill off. And I'm like, oh, nice. So this is probably dead now, and you guys probably broke it and just put it back. But it got almost done cooking the burgers, and then quit. And oh, my poor grill. But so I came down to go into the back room where the breaker box is, and for whatever reason, they have decided that if anything needs to be stored, it has to. Oh, look at that! Except I need a new one. If anything has to be stored in the house, it has to come down here. And it gets a little annoying because they don't use the stuff they send down. They just don't want to throw away the stuff they send down. Like, uh, baby toys. My niece is 5 years old. Why do they still have her baby toys? And better question, why is it stored down here? Um, kitchen furniture for our old kitchen dining room that we don't use. Why is that stored down here when you bought new kitchen furniture? Uh, the new one, the new one drove me crazy yesterday. Uh, my mother likes to rearrange her room constantly. And I don't mean little things like switching out pictures. I mean like the position of the furniture, what furniture is in her bedroom, things like that. She would do it to the whole house. Um, but but she doesn't, and I guess we're lucky that she doesn't. She tries. She tries. That's why the hallway coming in from outside is currently two different colors and has no trim on it, because I pulled it all down because they decided that they had to repaint it and they were going to stain the trim. And so I pulled it all down and I laid it out so it was nice. Of course, it's not nice now. It's filthy and in a pile, and people have walked on it. So it's probably broken as well because nobody can take the time to be careful ever here. And that's been like that for over a year now. I mentioned the other day, I'm like, I'm just gonna put the trim back up. And they're like, well, no, we gotta stain it first. I'm like, well, you need to stain it so I can finish this half-done job here. Yep, we're gonna do that. We're gonna do that. And uh, but she switched beds, and so they had a different bed uh, that I don't remember if she picked it out or if somebody picked it out for her, but she buys things and then tries to blame other people. Like, I wouldn't have bought that if you hadn't have said that was the one you liked. I would have got something different. And, like, I hate shopping with her. It's been this way my entire life. I go to buy something, I'm going to buy something. I've already figured out what I wanted in my head. I've got the money for it. Um, I have done my research online, and I am ready to go. Uh, that's it. There's no question in my mind when I go to buy something. Like, I might change my mind, or it might be like, I've got the money for it, but do I really need it? You know, but I don't go to the furniture store going, I need this specific thing, and then have to look at 70 different versions of the thing, none of which are the specific thing I said I needed, and then buy something different than what I went to buy. And that's how my mother shops, and it drives me crazy. Um, we Also, it doesn't help that no one's careful. That's a big thing that goes wrong here, is that no one's careful. And so whatever you get is going to be broken and ruined within 3 months. Uh, I don't get it. I don't understand. Um, like, for example, as you can tell, I play a lot of video games. I have had the same headset for years now. Uh, my brother-in-law plays a lot of video games. He can't keep a headset intact for longer than maybe 6 weeks, and I don't get it. Um, they're on their I'll bet they're on their eighth or ninth controller for the PlayStation 4 because they've ruined all the others. And I just don't get it. I don't get how. Oh, I need those. How you can be that destructive all the time. Just all the time. Why did I come over here? I don't know. But, so they've got this bed, right? And it's probably the fourth or fifth one that has been brought into the house for my mother since we moved 8 years ago. And I think that's crazy. And not just a little bit crazy. That's insanity to me. Uh, it's sure. I currently would like to rearrange a little bit of my gaming area. I've rearranged it once since we've been here, and I moved it because people were annoying me. Otherwise, I wouldn't have moved it. Those people no longer come down here, so I'd like to move it back to the way I had it before because I liked it better the way I had it before. But people kept walking between me and the television, and I don't like that. And you know what? It didn't matter. They still walk between me and the television. Even though there's no reason to stand between me and the television. Seriously, the way the room is arranged, there's no reason before. I guess the reason I changed it before was because my brother-in-law couldn't put the legs down on his recliner, and I hated having to stop and put the legs down on his recliner all the time, and so the new arrangement allowed him to put out the legs on the recliner, and then I could just walk around. But yeah, now that he's not down here, I'm ready to put things back. However, just in the last 3 months, my mother has rearranged her room 3 times. And I don't mean little rearranges, I mean like we have to pull the piano out of her room so that she can position it in a new spot. Uh, and so yeah, it's the bed got switched, and so they didn't know what to do with the bed. Now the bed that got taken out is pretty much what she said she wanted, and then once it was here, decided she didn't like it after all. She wanted something with drawers, and so they got her a nice bed with drawers, and only well, she can't put stuff in the drawers correctly, and so she overfills these drawers. Um, and I know one thing super irritates me is that she has my filing cabinet, and all she does is complains about my filing cabinet, and I'm like, then take your stuff out and give it back, because I didn't willingly give it up in the first place, but I'm a nice guy, and I'm like, I can live without it, and if you have to have it, then I guess you can have it, but all you do is complain about it, but you won't give it back either. So this is why I try not to talk to people. And so they put this bed in the living room, and they just set it up in the living room, and they take naps in there and all sorts of stuff. Well, that's not an appropriate place for a bed, obviously, and so it had to come out of there. So they bring it downstairs. Now this all does tie back into me cooking. Don't worry, this story's going someplace. And so I go in there, they bring the bed down, and they put it in the guest room. Now the guest room already has a bed in it, and the mattresses from another bed because they decided to buy new mattresses. And even though the other mattresses were okay, they wanted a different firmness to their mattress. But they can't throw anything away, so that all went into the guest room. And so now there's like a bed, and then on the floor next to it is a couple of mattresses laid out like a bed, which worked out because my nieces would sleep in there, and there's two of them. So rather than share a bed, one sleeps on the bed on the floor, and the other one sleeps in the bed And so they brought down this other bed, and I would have thought they would have just set it up in there, and no, no, they just brought it down and threw it in the room, and it's next to impossible to get to the breaker box now. Well, I moved some stuff so I could get to the breaker box, but it's next to impossible to get to the breaker box to check it to see if I had blown a thing. I was so angry that they had done that. And not only that, but they broke one of the drawers and just left the pieces laying in the middle of the floor. It's bad enough that I have some stuff in a stack, and my sister and her family cannot come down here without knocking it over repeatedly. And then she gets really angry because, oh, I was going to put dirt in there, but that's where my little pathway is. I need to get some coarse dirt. And then she gets angry because her kid running back and forth, who's not supposed to be running back and forth there, falls down. And she's like, I wish he would clean this up. I'm like, A, some of that's your stuff that you guys refuse to take care of. And B, it was in a nice stack, but your husband just knocked it over and walked away from it and didn't pick it up. And then your son came along and knocked more of it over. And so now what was a nice stack that maybe came out from the wall about 8 inches is now scattered across about 4 feet of floor because they knocked it over while moving the bed down here and just left it. Just left it. Well, I don't think I got as much done today as I had planned. It didn't help that I got killed, and I did, however, get a lot of hay bale stuff here because I am gonna need hay bale stuff. I'm gonna need a lot of hay bale stuff. By hay bale stuff, I mean hay bales. My plan is to put together, um, is to actually lay out hay bale where it's been, quote, harvested. And so I guess I could have done a little bit of that since I've 19 hay bales. I figure I probably make the harvester about 4, 5, 1, 2, let's say 5 blocks across. It'll be a little one. They have little ones. So what I want to do with it is I want to place it. I should really move a bed over here as often as it gets nighttime while I'm trying to work over here. So basically, like, we start over here. Ah, get out of there. And then maybe it has spilled a little bit as it comes through. Uh, and then I'll hay bale this down through here a little ways, and then we can build the. Well, I probably don't want it touching the fence because then the fence will attach to it. So, oh man, I might have to do a whole row down and then figure out where the middle is and start back through the middle is probably what I'll wind up doing. So I can sit it out in the middle and not have it accidentally attaching to any fence. But I think that'll be cool. So, all right, with that, click like, subscribe, share, and catch the next one, and I will talk to you later.